Alright, boys and girls, welcome back. So I think I'm going to start working on the shit stain today. I don't know what I want to call this thing yet. Shit stain, banana notch. Some of you guys liked it when I called it the banana notch, but I don't know if I want to keep the color the same. So I don't know. I'm not that far yet. We're not going to work on a name right now. Tonight we're going to work on getting this bump steer kit right. So I kind of did the driver's passenger side already, and I just trimmed this whole thing because for some reason it's not lining up. So this is a AJE K-member AJE coilover spindle setup, and it is a Flaming River manual rack, and I measured the length based on the spec sheet on the Flaming River website. It is the correct length, but I'm not sure what control arms those are, because like I said, I just bought this thing and we're going to try to slap it together with what's on it. So I did trim down this piece, and I'll show you what I did. It did look like this. It was a lot longer, but then on the other side it would stick out about 2 inches past the spindle. So I'm trimming the hind joint and I'm trimming the aluminum case, and that one I think I cut it a little bit short, but I'm going to cut it a little bit different on this one, and we'll see how it goes. Basically what I want to do is get this thing where I can hook the steering rack up and then actually keep the wheels kind of straight, because I can't move it around front or back because the wheels are not connected and they just flop all over the place. So it does have a good manual rack. It's like 2 turns full lock one way, 2 turns full lock the other way. So I have it centered, and wheel is pretty close. I do have some adjustability, but now I'll get into the cutting of this guy here. So I don't even know what kind of bump steer kit this is. I did look around a little bit, and I found some that I think might be close, but couldn't really figure out exactly what kind this is. So I think a lot of the stuff on this car is old. So somebody mentioned in the original video that this aerospace components, somebody referred to it as old OG braking system. So maybe that's the case, and a lot of this stuff is really old, and that's why I can't find anything recent on it. But we're going to try to use what we can, because that's what we have. I don't really feel like spending a whole lot of money right now on this thing unless there's something that obviously needs to get replaced. I'd like to kind of restore what's on it and use what I can that's on it, and we'll see. So what I want to do is get these done and then start to weld these things. So I got a couple days off coming up here, so that might be the goal for the end of my week off that I have coming up, is get this stuff all steering properly, pull the engine back out, get everything welded up, and finish up the fender setup, because these fenders are just zip tied on. This was never done, so that would be really cool. If that was all done, like I can finish the whole front end, then it's basically just ready to drop an engine in and start working on the brake system and getting it running. So that'd be cool. Alright, so I got the bump steer kits trimmed. So I know this isn't really an ideal situation, but I trimmed a little too much off of this side. That side I left long, and I will trim as I need to. I think that side is a little poked out. The wheel is a little bit pointed outward when I turn it forward straight. So I'll trim and adjust as I need to, and I will continue to do more research on, what is in this thing. So I know it's a Flaming River steering rack, manual steering rack. I measured it based on their PDF on the website. It's like 44.5 inches, and they're spec'd it out at 44 inches. So I know what I have there. I'm just wondering if it's a different year setup of control arms. That's where I'm getting the difference from, or if it is a different year bump steer kit, which wouldn't be a huge deal, because like the SN95 control arms, from what I've been reading, are a little bit longer. There's a change in length in the ears where one is a little bit wider. So the Fox body stuff is narrower, so it might be a bump steer kit from a different year, that it's just the wrong year and it's too long. So we'll trim it for now. If I figure out exactly what I need later on, of course I'll replace it, but I don't really feel like testing right now on something that's a couple $100. So this should work for now. I do have to drill out the spindle to a 5/8. I don't have a 5/8 bit that's that long. So let's give it a test. I have it all the way locked to the right side. And there is full lock to the driver's side. So if I had to guess, this is probably the first time that these wheels have moved together with the steering wheel in 4 to 6 years. So I'll turn it back straight, see how that looks. So there is a little play in the wheel because I don't have the right size bolt in there, but I mean, they look pretty close. Of course, it's going to need a professional alignment after all this is done, because I still got to finish weld everything, and then all of the control arm bolts and adjustments are loose, so got to dial all that stuff in. But as far as progress, I'm happy with where it's at now, because we couldn't even use the steering wheel to pull it off the trailer or put it on the trailer when I bought it. We had to use our hands. So this is progress. I consider it progress. Hopefully you guys are excited. I'm getting excited, more and more excited, as you can tell, because I want to work on this freaking thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't much, but get excited, stick around. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.